Hey, this is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce, and you're listening to The Views Expressed. And this is being recorded on the 12th of September, 2011, 10 years and one day after tragedy in New York. Now, I want to get into something that really has been on my heart lately, and that is I'm upset, and rightly so, because I'll put it to you this way. Have you ever had a conversation with a friend and you're excited about something and you've seen what you would consider the best movie you've ever seen, and you want to tell this person about it, and you don't want to give it all away, right? But then you ask the person, are you ever going to see this movie? Or are you ever going to, well, if it comes out on DVD, whatever. So you don't give away the ending. But you're telling them this movie. You're just passionate about this movie. And then when when it comes out on DVD and your friend sees it and then sees the end, and you didn't give away the end, but sees the end and comes to you and says, well, why didn't you tell me that's what it was going to end? Man, it sounded so good. And they get all upset that you didn't tell them the whole thing. Well, okay, if I were to tell my friend about a movie I saw and give them the ending, why would they want to go see it, right? Seriously. But let me turn that around and say this. If I told you something and had the facts to back it up, whatever a person would tell me in response would be, well, that's what you believe. It's always the same. The response is, that's what you believe. No, that's what I know to be true, backed up by facts that I have in my hand right here. Okay? Now, a little bit later, I'll be, in this next few minutes that I have here, I will tell you things that I have told others, and I have the facts to back it up. I'm not joking. You may say, well, that's what you believe. No, that's what I know to be true because I have the facts to back it up. Now, two things in the few minutes that I have. First, if you knew something and it was going to save somebody's life, would you not tell them? I mean, consciously, would you not do the right thing and tell them? Or better yet, if you were with your friend and something you knew was going to hurt them, would you not step in the way to protect them? Okay, same thing, they didn't know something, but you knew it. And if you were to tell them, it would save their life or change the way they're seeing things, hopefully, right? So here you are, sitting there saying, well, that's what you believe. Seriously? Are you sitting there saying that? So here, I am going to tell you that I'm going to tell you something, and I have the facts to back it up. And that is, 9/11 was an inside job. Don't believe me? Go do the research yourself. I say that. I have the facts to back it up. You're going to sit there and say, that's what you believe. No, that's what I know to be true. And that's primarily what 1,460 or 1,560 architects and engineers have said already. It is primarily and basically and utterly an inside job. Okay? Now, where are the facts? Well, I can't show you the facts through this podcast. So that's why I say go do the research yourself. Now, that's all I wanted to say about that. I have the facts to back it up. I would have to take another hour or so to describe to you what I'm looking at and all the things that I've seen, and I just don't have the time. It's a little short segment here. But I will say this. You need to take the responsibility to save somebody else's life by doing the research yourself on the things that other people say, including me. I have already said it. Go do the research yourself. You will see for yourself that 9/11 was an inside job. And hundreds of people were behind it. Planned since 1991 or 1992. Okay? Now, in the last few minutes that I have, I want to say this, that I know people won't believe me. I know that some people will imagine me sitting there as they listen to this with they'll imagine me wearing a tinfoil hat and sitting here with, I don't know. It's your imagination, whatever it is you want to think, that's up to you. But the bottom line is I have the facts to back up whatever I say. Because I have a responsibility to not only myself, to prove to myself that I'm right, and that the information that I have is credible, but I have the responsibility to help other people understand what's going on, and hopefully they'll take the responsibility upon themselves to understand that they have to save their life and the lives of their friends as well. That's all. That's the bottom line. Okay? So, without me sitting here ranting and screaming and doing all that, I just wanted to say that. So hopefully these past 7.5 minutes have been informative, because I want it to be. But I hope the next few days you take the time to research and do your homework, because all I can say is you are responsible for you. And if you continue to stick your head in the sand and deny what's happening, well, just imagine for a moment your head stuck in the sand. What other part of your body is sticking up in the air? Yeah, you can just imagine, okay? So, take the next few days, few weeks, few months, do the research. Enjoy what you have, because I don't know. Just imagine if things were different. You may not have it. The money is, the economy has broken down in America. The dollar bill you have in your pocket is worthless. It's not going to serve anything anymore. It's not going to help anymore. We have to change things. And here's the other thing. America can die, but the spirit of freedom lives on in each of us. And therefore, I say this. We the people have the power. We are America. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything that you want to send me, any links, any videos, any of your podcasts, please send them to freeamericaradio@usa.com. That's freeamericaradio@usa.com. You've been listening to The Views Expressed for the 12th of September 2011. I am Reverend Wayne S. Pierce. God bless. Invisible Empire, New World Order defined. For the first time ever, the secret agenda of the planet's ruthless superclass is exposed in stark detail. This documentary film chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government. Learn how this global oligarchy controls the populace through drug trafficking, money laundering, staged terror attacks, media propaganda, and debt. The criminal controllers have successfully dominated the globe and are now in the final phase of consolidating power. Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents. Worldwide tyranny isn't coming. It's here. This isn't conspiracy theory. It's conspiracy fact. The New World Order is out in the open, documented in stunning living color. Unelected bureaucrats are establishing regional unions under one superstate. Witness their plan for a global tax and a cashless surveillance society in which every man, woman, and child is microchipped at birth. Invisible Empire, New World Order defined. Get it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com.